Welcome to Movie Recall. In today's video, we will be going through the 2023 movie Infidelity Can Be Fatal. It's time to recall. Let's get started. Turn on subtitles and spoilers ahead. The movie starts and we see a man making out passionately with a woman who does not seem like his wife. As they make out and proceed to have a hormone sandwich, we see that someone is taking their pictures while they are still in the act. These pictures are then received by a woman on her phone, and after that, the scene changes to a middle-aged woman sitting in front of a man named August and his partner. His partner is the same girl who received those pictures on her phone earlier. It seems as if that man's wife hired these two to get the proof that her husband was cheating on her because she has been suspecting that something is up. The cheater's wife's name is Jane, and she tells these two that she is heartbroken. She feels like the most worthless woman ever because her husband has thrown away 20 long years of marriage with her just for a fling. Lucy, the woman sitting in front of her, however, tells her that she should not feel worthless or powerless at all because she now has the upper hand. She should not blame herself for this. Her husband is the one who is the bad guy here. He is the one who has screwed this up. When Jane leaves, these two are approached by another man named Clive. We learn that these two run an organization in which they help people get the proof whether their respective partner is cheating on them or not. Clive tells them that he thinks his wife has been cheating on him. He talks to Lucy alone because August excuses everything, telling them that he needs to be somewhere else right now. Clive tells Lucy that he has been with his wife since 8 years now. He tells her that he too has been busy and she has a busy life too, so that started as the reason behind these two drifting apart. He also reveals that they stopped having hormone sandwiches a long time ago, and she happens to have a private life of her own. He adds that his wife's name is Adriana. Lucy tells him that she has more than enough to go on. They then go on to sign a work contract, and the next thing we see, Lucy is in her car investigating this case already. Lucy then receives a call from a woman named Cammy who tells her that she is going to set up with a guy, but Lucy does not want that because she thinks that all men are cheaters. Cammy, however, tells her that this guy is great, adding that Lucy should stop doubting all men. She then gives an example of herself with her husband Charles, adding that they have been really happy all these years together. Lucy finally agrees to meet the guy, but on a stipulation that Cammy is going to leave her alone if Lucy does not like this guy. She then keeps an eye on Adriana and follows her wherever she goes. That week, her birthday approaches and Cammy, with her husband Charles, goes on to surprise her with gifts. They also bring the boy named Remy and introduce him to Lucy. Lucy still does not want to get involved with him, but Cammy keeps telling her to get on with it because Remy is a great guy. That night, she again follows Adriana to a party but is not able to find any proof that would label her a cheater. After a week, she finally meets Adriana's husband and tells him that she has been following his wife but has no proof that Adriana is cheating, so Clive could just be overthinking. Clive, however, tells her that she should continue investigating after his wife because he still thinks that she is up to something. They then start talking and hit it off. Clive is persistent and asks her to have dinner with him, and she agrees. She tells him about how she does not trust anyone, but he tells her that he thinks she is a romantic. She just does not want to believe that or let anyone else know that. She even tells him about Charles and Cammy, about how they are the only couple that can make her believe in true love. Later, she tells Cammy and Charles about this meeting, and Charles does not seem happy about Lucy having dinner with a client, but Cammy tells him that there is nothing weird about that. We then see Lucy in a boxing club, and it turns out Clive comes to the same club. The coach tells all of them to partner up, and Clive asks Lucy. Both of them spar together. They later get to talk, and Clive asks her how it is that a private investigator trains to be a boxer. She tells him that she just trains for self-defense, and it has come in handy on many occasions. He tells her that it was really nice bumping into her, making it obvious that he likes her company. That night, she again goes on to follow Adriana and keeps taking pictures. Adriana, however, notices her, and when Lucy is sitting in her car, Adriana walks up to her and tells her that she is well aware that Clive put her up to this and that she has been following her. Adriana tells Lucy that Clive is not the man she thinks he is and that she should stay away from him. Lucy is shocked to hear this. She still goes on to follow her, and the next thing we see, she is at her place. She goes on to kiss Clive, and Lucy sees that. Lucy receives a call the very next morning, and it is Clive. He asks her to have a cup of coffee with him, and she agrees. She says that she saw Adriana with another man last night, but it did not seem like she is romantically involved with that man. She even shows Clive the picture she took, but Clive does not recognize that man. She then tells him that she saw him too last night, and this is when he gets a little defensive. He tells her that he does not love his wife anymore and that there is nothing between them. Lucy tells him that she is his wife, so he does not need to explain himself for kissing his wife. She then asks why he does not just leave her if she is that bad and he does not even love her anymore. He says that it is not that simple. He tells her that he needs to prove that she is cheating on him or else his wife will take everything from him in divorce. Lucy says that it is about money then. He, however, says it's not about money, not anymore. He says that it's about her, at which she tells him that he needs to leave because she cannot cross this big line to be with him. The next thing we see, these two are passionately making out in front of Lucy's door. They then go inside and are about to do it when August comes in and they pretend like they were just having a meeting. When Clive leaves, Lucy is horrified when she receives photos in which she is making out with Clive. Later that night, when she goes home, she realizes that someone has been at her place. All her furniture is messed up. She then sees a hooded figure running out of her house. She follows him, but the man gets away. She right away tells August about it, thinking it could be one of her previous client's husbands. She thinks it was a guy named John Cutler, but August does not think so. He thinks that the hooded figure could have been a man named Dimitri. She, however, tells August that she herself put this man in jail when she was working for the police department, but August gives her the bad news as he reveals that Dimitri was released from jail last week. He then tells her to go back home and take a day off because she's been going through a rough patch lately. August says that he himself will take care of this Dimitri case. She makes her way home and sits on the couch alone and has a few drinks. She then falls asleep, and while sleeping, she sees a nightmare. She sees that she has been caught by Dimitri in her own house and he has choked her unconscious. This is when she wakes up and there is a knock on her door which startles and scares her badly. She picks up a bat when she opens the door, but it is Clive at the door. He sees that she does not look good. She tells him the whole story, adding that she is losing her mind over this. He tells her that they could leave town for a few days and she could take some days off work. She, however, tells him that she needs to be after Adriana because she has still not solved that mystery. She does not know who is the man with whom Adriana hangs out. Clive, however, reveals to her that Adriana is leaving town for a few days and that she is going to be with her sister and their kids. He is eager to leave town and spend some time with Lucy. The next thing we see, both of them are leaving town in Clive's car. Lucy receives a call from August, who tells her that he has been doing his research on this Dimitri guy and has found out that he runs a new club now. August says that he is going to pay Dimitri a visit later that night. She tells August that she is going out of town to a cabin in Meadowbrook. She adds that it is a friend's cottage. They finally get to the cabin. It turns out to be a really nice place, and she is more than happy to be there. She tells Clive that she is grateful to him for bringing her to that place. In the meantime, August makes his way to Dimitri's club, but the bouncer refuses to let him enter. August is walking away when he sees Dimitri approaching. He tells Dimitri that he needs to speak with him, but Dimitri starts running and August gives chase. The scene changes back to Lucy and Clive, where Lucy is in the cabin with him. He tells her that he feels lucky to be with her, and she tells him that there is just something about him that has made her let her guard down. Both of them start making out and proceed to have a hormone sandwich. The scene changes back to Dimitri and August, where August has finally caught him. He tries to attack August with a knife, but the big man takes the knife from him and puts it on his neck as he asks him if he broke into Lucy's house. Dimitri tells August that he was paid by someone to do this. August asks for the name, and he says there is a man named Clive who paid him to break into Lucy's house. August is shocked to learn this. He right away tries to call Lucy, but she is busy doing it with Clive. It goes to her voicemail. August then goes to his office and tries to conduct some research on Clive. He remembers that Lucy told him that she was going to Meadowbrook. The next morning, she wakes up with Clive and tells him that she feels much better. She then checks her phone while Clive makes coffee, but there is no service. She is annoyed and tells Clive that she should get back to the city because August has left her a voice note and she cannot open it. She wants to go back right away. Clive, however, tells her to calm down, adding that he knows a place where they can get signals. He then guides her to an open area and tries her to tell now. She hears the voicemail and starts running. Clive goes on to follow her and tells her that he loves her. She confronts him about paying Dimitri, but he says that he does not even know this man. He then tries to grab her, but she shoves him away. He hits his head on the nearby decoration piece and dies on the spot. The next thing we see, August is there. They call the authorities and his body is taken away. Lucy tells them that she did it in self-defense, so they do not hold her. August and Lucy then make their way back to the city. He drops her at Cammie's place, who has been trying to call her. Both of them sit together, and as they drink, they finally get to talk, and Lucy tells her the whole story about Clive. She then notices that Cammie seems off and asks her what has gotten her down. Cammie, however, says that she does not want to talk about it because Lucy has already been through a lot. She finally tells Lucy that she thinks Charles has been cheating on her because he has been acting differently. Lucy then tells her that Charles met her in a shady neighborhood the other day, but he told her that she was just having a meeting with a client. Cammie was angry at Lucy for not telling her anything. She goes to her office the next day, and both she and August decide to talk to Dimitri again because they want to know why Clive did what he did. They make their way to Dimitri's club. They show Dimitri a picture of Clive, but Dimitri says that the Clive he met was a short guy. This is not the man he met. Lucy is shocked to realize that she has killed an innocent man. August now realizes that Adriana must have been behind this. She must have sent someone to pretend to be Clive and break into Lucy's house to get the real Clive in trouble because she knew that Lucy would eventually find out the name Clive. Later, August is attacked by a hooded figure and that figure takes all the proof away. Lucy again follows Adriana to her house. It turns out Charles has been the guy she is with, but Charles goes on to poison her wine and tells her that he cannot be with her. On her laptop, her money is being transferred into Charles's account, and she realizes that Charles has been with her just for the money, and she tries to stop the transfer. Lucy, on the other hand, keeps taking pictures and tries to listen as much as she can. Charles sees Lucy, and the next thing we see, they are at Cammie's place. Cammie now knows everything. Lucy tells her all that Charles has done. Lucy then manages to take him down in a physical fight and calls 911 at the same time. Charles is arrested. The scene changes to 3 months later where we see Lucy, Cammie, and August together. 3 of them are happy, and it turns out Lucy has written a book and everyone loves it. With that, the movie comes to an end. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new movie recaps.